Let's go straight to Lieutenant General Kellogg now, former National Security Advisor to Vice President Pence and President Trump, and a Fox News contributor. General, welcome, and thank you for being in focus. Tell me about this list of requests, and do they already have these things from us and we would be reinforcing, or are any of them starting baseline and they're desperate?
Yeah, Harris, thanks. No, I don't think they're desperate, but they need more because they're using a lot of them. I mean, the Javelins are eating them up right now. The Javelins are the anti-tank system that we have provided. It's a top attack system. It defeats any armor in the world. It's a man-portable system. It's got a range of about 3 miles. And from what I'm understanding from the reports we're getting, it's really tearing the Russians up, and it should. It's the best system in the world. But they need more of that. They need more of equipment, and we should provide that. We should be making it an unsinkable aircraft carrier. The more stuff we give them, the better off. Look, they shouldn't have to be building Molotov cocktails. We should be helping with other equipment as well.
Well, getting it to them too, I would imagine, is something that's been a challenge at least up to this point. I don't know how they'll solve that now with all the NATO alliance support that they have around.
Yeah.
But no one at this point has indicated they would go into Ukraine. So they're going to have to work those borders to get those materials across. Bill Hemmer was just here, and he had a question, and he was showing us through the maps that in the southern part of the nation, that Mariupol, where you saw 2,000 Marines, Russian Marines, go into over the weekend, that is critical, that if Russia can take that southern border area, they could really make some inroads. Talk to me about that strategically.
Yeah, they do, and it's a great comment by Bill out there. What they're doing is they're actually creating an enormous buffer around Russia in the southern area. Odessa, they take the port, the Mariupol, they take all of that, and they connect that area with the breakaway republics. And if they do that, they've created a big buffer. However, there's still the critical piece they've got to do. They've got to take Kyiv. I mean, last week I pronounced it Kiev, but that's the Russian way. I'm going back to the Ukrainian way, which is Kyiv, the capital. That's the key. They've got to take that, because if they don't take Kyiv, then they do not destabilize the government, and they do not decapitate the government. It's always important because they're creating buffer areas for them. So they're slowly expanding. It's like an ink blot on a map. That's what they're doing. You see it's slow, but the forces that the Ukrainians have in place are not protecting that area as much as they are the breakaway republics to the north as well.
Yeah. And we don't know if that is because, far away from there on the western side, they're trying to get families out into Poland and other areas. So they're concentrating. Up to 500,000 people already have escaped a war zone. So, that has been the focus. General, the next time I see you, there will be no doubt more movement one way or the other. And a huge player in this, you mentioned the Ukrainian president. And he feels like a co-soldier out there in terms of really, really motivating people to do all they can, not just the military, but everybody. A leader, much like yourself, a general. Good to see you. Thank you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you for watching the Faulkner Focus.